joined now by the CEO of Australia's Woodside Petroleum, the company out with results yesterday. And joining us now on the line is from Sydney is Peter Coleman. Peter, just want to take a look at, first off, this leadership situation in Australia. We'll talk about your results in one moment, but as a business leader there, are you concerned that this is undermining the reputation of Australia Inc.?
Well, we take a very long-term view of it, but of course our investors overseas and our buyers watch these things very, very closely. So, you know, the encouragement from my sector of the industry, which is a very export-oriented sector, is that we look for stability in government. And so, you know, the things that need to be done to ensure that investors can see that stability in government are the things that are important to us.
Let's take a look at your results, because you posted a solid net profit last year, and now investors, of course, focused on what happens with your $15 billion Pluto project, that LNG project set to come online soon. Can you give us an update on that and how you plan to spend the cash flows from that project?
Well, you're right. We posted a very solid profit. It's on the back of our Northwest Shelf project and, of course, our Australian oil assets. Those assets will take us out for the next decade. So they're an excellent base for us and a very solid foundation for Woodside to build our growth future. Of course, Pluto, it will come online this year. It will provide a step change for us. We hold a very high equity position in the Pluto project, and so we'll see a significant increase in our cash flow. And we were pleased to report yesterday the progress on getting the plant online as per schedule, per the guidance we previously provided market. Now, as we then look and say, well, what opportunities do we have in front of us? Of course, we already have captured opportunities with our Browse and Sunrise projects. We're pursuing those. We're spending a lot of time and effort on monetising those projects and getting them through to the development phase. But equally, as we look out to the long term, we say, well, we need to broaden our portfolio. Our objective is to be a top quartile company with respect to total shareholder return over the long term. To do that, we need to broaden our portfolio and make sure we continue to feed those sorts of quality projects into our portfolio bucket.
So where does that have you looking internationally? There's a lot of talk about your international expansion plans.
Well, I'd say those plans are, you know, in their very early phases. What we said was we'd be very diligent and deliberate in the way that we went through it and would maintain discipline. So, you know, one of the challenges for us, of course, is over the next 12 to 18 months, we do have a lot of free cash coming up. One of those options, of course, is to pursue the existing growth plans we have, and we will actually continue to do that. That's progressing quite well. We then said, well, we need to provide some optionality for us in the future as well. But that optionality is not just simply around growth plans in or outside of Australia, but that's also around, well, what do we do with our balance sheet? What do we do with our dividend policy? So, you know, our message to shareholders is we're looking at all of those value options and we're weighting them equally as we go through our evaluation process. We'll be deliberate, we'll be patient, and we'll make sure that we maximise the value when we make those decisions.
And investors, of course, will be focused on what you do with your dividend. Is perhaps raising the dividend part of this strategy, or buying back the 23.5% stake that Shell holds in your company?
Well, we're a growth company, so we're committed to a dividend policy. We've consistently delivered dividends to our shareholders. We expect to do that as we move out into the future. You know, as far as what we do with the Shell stake and so forth, Shell is a major investor, of course. They're an investor that we're pleased to have a very solid relationship with. We've continued to improve that relationship. It's been a great one for Woodside over a long period of time. And we've said to Shell, you know, if and when you decide to do something with that shareholding, please come and talk to Woodside.
We'll have to wrap it up there. I apologize. Peter Coleman, CEO of Woodside Petroleum, thanks for your time.